everyone, I'm Kathryn and National Novel Writing Month has begun. First things first, if you want to know about my progress, I would highly suggest that you follow me on Twitter or even on NaNoWriMo itself. My name is Zappelin. I will leave the links in the description below for your convenience. But this video is not going to be about progress because frankly that's boring, and it's on Twitter and on NaNoWriMo. Stalk me because something weird happened with the website and I lost all my NaNoWriMo friends and I'm just alone and sad on this site. People always tell you to back up your work, but back up your friends on NaNoWriMo because they deleted them. I'm doing a pep talk for you all because if you followed the NaNoWriMo schedule and did October prep, that when you started on November 1st writing, you had a good foundation to begin your writing novel. And unless, you did like me, where you did all this work in October and then changed your mind at the last minute. 'Cause reasons? I have this story over here that's planned out. It would be so simple to write it, but when I sat down to write it, I didn't want to write it, and instead, I did what I normally do when I don't feel like writing. I said, okay, I'm going to work on this other thing for a little bit, and then that will warm me up and I'll feel like writing on this. Except I didn't. I just focused on this other story, which I wasn't going to work on because nothing's outlined, nothing's plotted, I really don't know who the characters are, and then I started into it and I thought, NaNoWriMo, at least for me, it's all about experimenting now, that I thought I've never really pantsed something before, so this NaNoWriMo, I'm just gonna pants this story and see what happens. And I think that's the biggest thing that I would suggest to NaNoWriMoers or people who haven't done NaNoWriMo before is figure out what your goal is. The NaNoWriMo goal is to write 50,000 words in a month. The first time I did NaNoWriMo, I accomplished that goal. I know I can do that. So I'm not that motivated to recreate 50,000 words in a month. It's doable. If you're an overwriter or you're a fast typist, then that goal makes sense for you. But for somebody like me, I'm an underwriter, and in order to get that word count, I just wrote so much BS that at the end, the manuscript that I had, it was it was such a mess that I still haven't figured out how to bring it together to become a story. And all the stories that I've written since then, I haven't focused on the word count. I focus on just getting the scenes done and getting the story done and then beefing up the word count and editing. That saves me time editing because I'm not deleting stories and then trying to figure out, okay, I deleted this section that just did not make sense, but now the transition between this scene and this scene makes no sense, but I need this scene that I just deleted that really doesn't work in the story, and if I get rid of it, it's a mess. If you've never finished a manuscript, I would highly suggest to have that be your goal, to finish your manuscript. Does that mean the word count is going to be 50,000? I don't know. I have never written a 50,000 word manuscript except for the first time with NaNoWriMo. Even then, my original manuscript was 45,000. And then I just started writing extra random scenes that weren't even going in the story just to make that word count. Because word count was important, except it's not. And now when I go into NaNoWriMo, it's normally experimenting with writing techniques that I haven't tried before, making progress in a story that I'm working on or that has been pushed off to the side because I have another project that I wanted to work on. If you focus on the goals that you want to accomplish, then no matter what, you'll succeed in NaNoWriMo. Yay! In order to be a winner, you just have to go in and try. Even if you write 300 words for the whole of NaNoWriMo, Guess what? That's 300 words more than what you had before. If you go in and your mind is just like, oh my gosh, there's so much work, I'm not gonna be able to do it, then 100% you're gonna fail because your attitude just sucks. In the back of my mind, I know I'm still going to try for the 50,000 words. Am I gonna get it? I don't know, it's still there, but my main goal is to experiment. And the story that I am working on, first of all, it's gonna be a pantsing story because I have a rough idea. There is some brainstorming that I did years ago, but I don't remember where I was going with the story. Part of the reason why I stopped the story is because it was using advanced writing techniques that, frankly, I wasn't comfortable with because they were just like, I don't know how to do them right, but after this year of sort of experimenting with short stories, I'm comfortable trying this story with these more advanced writing techniques and to see what I can come up with by the end of it. It's gonna be fun. Plus, I've never pantsed a story, so I'm really excited to see how the other half live because I look at you guys and I think, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you want an outline? Outlines make the world make sense. I'm probably going to break down and end up writing an outline. The takeaway of this video is no matter what, make some progress in your project. It doesn't matter if it's 50,000 words or if it's less than 100, just do a little bit every day to make progress because the story isn't going to write itself, and for whatever reason, there have never been little elves that come out to type out my stories for me at night. Apparently they do that for shoes, just not for stories. There's probably a story in there somewhere. That's what I have for you guys this week. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. The algorithm doesn't care as long as you interact with my videos because then I'm winning. Share this video with your friends, family, strangers on the internet because people love you when you spam them. It's a fact. All my social links have been left in the description below for your convenience. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I keep a blog where I keep the conversation going. Be sure to check that all out, and as an extra bonus, you have the link to my NaNoWriMo profile. So let's be, writing friends. I'll see you guys in the next video. Tootsies, my applesines. This year I'm trying out Google Docs and I have slowly been moving all of my work to Google Docs. It is amazing. It's free. I like free. It backs up your work. That's important. Go back up your work now. It's important. And 3, you have access to it wherever you are.